Welcome to Chapter 3, Promotion. Promotion is all about communicating value to the consumer. Promotion involves various forms of communication to inform, persuade, or remind. Promotion through the use of digital technology such as desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones that does not involve a salesperson is often called interactive marketing, and this approach enables customers to connect with the company directly in a two-way exchange. Advertising is a paid form of relatively less personal marketing communications, often through a mass medium to one or more target markets. Example media includes television, radio, magazines, newspaper, and even outdoors. Sales promotion provides an inducement of an end user consumer to buy or your product for a salesperson or someone else in the channel to sell it. Designed to augment other forms of promotion, it's rarely used alone. Example sales promotion tools for customers are coupons, rebates, and sweepstakes. Inducements for channel members often involve special monies or prizes for pushing a particular offering. Public relations is a systematic approach to influencing attitudes, opinions, and behaviors of customers and others, often executed through publicity, which is an unpaid and relatively less personal form of marketing communications, usually through news stories and mentions at public events. Personal selling is the one-to-one personal communication with a customer by a salesperson, either in person or through other means. Promotion is defined as the means by which various forms of communication are used to inform, persuade, or remind potential customers. The three main goals of promotion are to inform, to let potential customers know about the existence of a product or service and its features and benefits. This can be done through advertising, public relations, or sales promotion. To persuade, to convince potential customers to purchase a product or service. This can be done through advertising, sales promotion, and personal selling. To remind, to keep existing customers aware of a product or service and to encourage them to repurchase it. This can be done through advertising, public relations, and direct marketing. Promotion is an important part of any marketing mix as it helps to create awareness, interest, desire, and action for a product or service. By using a variety of promotional tools and techniques, businesses can reach their target audience and achieve their marketing goals. A promotional strategy typically involves a mix of elements aimed at creating awareness, interest, and desire for a product or service, such as advertising. This involves paid messages through various channels such as television, radio, print, online platforms, and social media to reach a broader audience. The PR builds a positive image through media coverage, press releases, events, and other activities. Then we may move on to personal selling or other sales promotions. Then we might even use a content marketing strategy or social media marketing strategy to help us connect with the audience, build relationships, or even use an influencer marketing strategy. All of this will help us determine what is going to be our promotion budget. Are we going to be using micro or macro influencers? Are we going to be hiring other firms to help us with this promotional technique? And this can help us understand what exactly our goals and objectives are going to be, and then how we actually are going to measure the outputs of such initiatives. A push strategy is a focus on pushing a product or service through the distribution channels to the end consumer. The emphasis is on distributors, retailers, and sales channels to promote and push the product to the consumers. Sales force efforts, trade promotions, discounts, and incentives are commonly used to encourage retailers and distributors to stock and promote the product. In a pull strategy, the focus is on creating consumer demand and pulling the product through the distribution channels. The emphasis is on creating brand awareness, building consumer interest, and generating demand at the consumer level. They may use a variety of different advertising, PR, and social media campaigns to create a strong brand presence. Retailers and distributors respond to increased consumer demand by stocking up and promoting the product to meet those customer needs. One way to remember is push aims at the trade, pull aims at the end consumer. Push creates supply, whereas pull creates demand. Push is often more direct and sales focused, whereas pull is more about creating a brand image and consumer loyalty. Push is common in industries with strong distribution channels, whereas pull is effective when there's a need to differentiate the product and build a strong brand. In practice, companies use a combination of push and pull strategies to maximize their market reach. For example, advertising to create consumer demand, pull, while also providing incentives to retailers to stock up on the product, push. The promotion mix, also known as the marketing communications mix, consists of various elements that a company uses to communicate with its target audience and promote its products or services. These elements work together to create a cohesive and effective promotional strategy. The typical promotion mix elements include digital and social media marketing, where we would use online channels and other social media platforms to reach and engage with the target audience. We leverage social media platforms to connect with the audience, build brand awareness, and promote products or services. Social media marketing, content marketing, SEO, such as search engine optimization, or even online advertising. Then we could have advertising, which is any paid, non-personal communication through various media channels to promote the product, service, or ideas. Examples include TV commercials, radio ads, print advertisements, and even online banners. Personal selling is the interaction between sales representatives and potential buyers to persuade them to make a purchase, any direct form of communication between the brand and the potential customer. These would include sales presentations, product demonstrations, and one-on-one meetings. And then we also have PR, public relations, and this is building and maintaining a positive image and relationship with the public through media coverage, events, or other communication strategies. And lastly, sales promotion. Short-term incentives or promotions aimed at encouraging quick buying decisions, trial, or interest. This would include discounts, coupons, contests, free samples, or even loyalty programs. Buyers often pass through a purchase decision process in 3 stages: the cognitive stage, which is the learning stage, affective, feel, and behavioral, do. These stages are portrayed in various models to illustrate the hierarchy of effects in the context of customer response to marketing communications. If target customers are essentially unaware of an offering, most of the investment in communication must be in raising awareness and gaining their attention. Depending on the situation, this may involve developing the customer's awareness for a whole new set of customer needs and wants, as well as revealing why your product exists to address those needs and wants. Gaining attention and building initial awareness can be a daunting task for marketers. Tremendous expenditures may be required to establish a foothold with customers, especially when a brand is relatively unknown or a product category is still in its infancy stage. Interest. To translate customer attention into interest requires persuasive communication. For more technical or complicated products, this means beginning to inform customers more specifically about a product offering, what this can do for them, and how it helps to fulfill needs and wants. To stimulate interest, the promotion must begin to touch a customer's hot buttons. Now we move on to desire. Moving from interest to desire means that a customer has to move past a need and begin to really want that specific product. Promotion feeds desires through a strong persuasive communication. Messages are altered to influence customers to feel that they simply can't do without this item. The innovators and early adopters show off their purchases to holdouts, and the ball starts rolling. The action stage is the purchase itself. To stimulate ultimate purchase, marketers often rely on salespeople, accompanied by some form of sales promotion, to close the sale. The reason sales organizations put so much emphasis on training salespeople and closing techniques is that they are seen as the final stimulant to purchase. An important aspect is now that customers have a great deal of control over when, where, and how they want to interact with brands through digital media to gather information on products or services. This transformation presents a challenge to organizations, which now must determine how to expand digital access to information on their products and services in the most effective way. In both B2C and B2B markets, digital marketing is an essential element in an overall promotional strategy, thus becoming a key element in the promotion mix used by market managers to communicate the value offering. The data collection capabilities facilitated by digital technologies enable marketing managers to gain access to information on customers at a breadth and depth never before possible, and even at a reasonable cost. These data can be collected through either interaction a firm creates or engages with a customer via interactions that customers have had with each other without direct firm involvement. As customers increasingly search for information, make transactions, and communicate through digital channels, an increasing amount of data will become available, enabling marketers to gain a more holistic view of its customers. Owned, earned, and paid media are three categories of media that companies leverage as part of their promotional strategy. Paid media refers to marketing communication channels requiring that the marketer pay someone else for customer access. In digital marketing, access to paid media can generally be purchased on a per unit basis. Common pricing models include cost per impression, in which the marketing manager pays a set amount for each time a customer is exposed to the promotion, and cost per click, in which the marketing manager pays a set amount each time a customer clicks on a link. Owned media refers to marketing communication channels that the marketer's organization has complete control of. The content created on an organization's website is an example of their owned media. Earned media is a bit different as it refers to the case where either a customer or a commercial entity, such as a news media organization, chooses to act as a marketing communication channel for the dissemination of information associated with the marketer's organization at no cost. An example is when a customer shares a link to a blog post about a new product's launch on social media because he or she is excited about the new product. Like other digital marketing efforts, digital advertising benefits from the richness of data that is generated by the customer's exposure to the ad, which in turn allows for a more granular review of the ad's performance. The measurement capability is especially clear when a digital ad drives a customer to take a specific action on a website that has a clear monetary value, such as when an ad contains a promotional effort to purchase a product at a discounted rate. And thus, clicking on it leads to a page where the offer can be redeemed and a purchase is then made. Unlike most non-digital types of advertising, with this approach, the promotional strategy can be quickly adjusted if the data indicates that the current message isn't working well. Because some digital communication channels, such as social media platforms and search engines, are designed so that what is displayed on their pages can be customized or adjusted for any given viewer at relatively minimal cost, the marketer is afforded a great flexibility in its communication with its potential customers. Display ads can be placed on specific websites in which an ad is expected to be more relevant based on the assumed interests, characteristics, or preferences of visitors to the website. Can you think back of any time that you've maybe clicked or browsed something online, and then immediately when you go to your next website, you're seeing an ad for that product? Well, that's an example of this retargeting. Banner ads can also be distributed to customers based on specific past behaviors online. For example, maybe you went to the Old Navy website to check out the sweater and then left the website to check out Weather Channel. You definitely would see an advertisement for those Old Navy products that you looked at, right? This presumption is that you have a higher level of interest in the product because you previously went to that website and clicked on it, and thus the retargeting of these display ads is more likely to result in a positive outcome for the advertiser of the product. For example, Googling Orlando hotels most likely will bring up the top page search ads for Expedia, Hotels.com, TripAdvisor, and Kayak before you even get to a specific hotel website in the area. As with most types of digital advertising, a key component of a search ad is the inclusion of a hyperlink to the advertiser's webpage. Aside from the widespread use of search engines, which provides marketers with the ability to reach a substantial proportion of the population through access to the results they display, search advertising also offers marketers the unique capability to target customers with ads based off of the potential relationship between the specific information that that customer is interested in obtaining, and by engaging with the ad that also appears. The content of native ads tends not to include any type of heavy sales pitch for a marketer's offering. Instead, it typically covers a topic that has some logical connection to the marketer's organization and potentially one of their specific products or services. For example, most organizations offer native advertising options on their websites or platforms, and this type of content will look like the natural type of content that is embedded in that platform. So oftentimes you'll be scrolling on Instagram and you may see something that looks like a regular Instagram ad, but it's actually content that was paid for by another organization. While increased recognition by viewers of some content as native ad may have negative influence on their evaluations of the content, it also helps avoid the risk that viewers will feel that the host provider of native advertising is deceiving them. Email marketing is important for several reasons, both in personal and business contexts. It may be surprising, but email is one of the most effective digital promotional methods to date. Bottom line, email works best when it's part of a broader marketing communication strategy that includes a good mix of modalities to communicate with the target audience. In the current era of multimedia channels, with customers firms that solely rely on email for promotional messaging, risk comes up by falling short on the results. A landing page is a distinct type of page on an organization's website designed for the sole purpose of getting a customer to take an action that increases the expected value of the customer to the organization. All of the marketing communication options discussed so far commonly contain a hyperlink pointing to a landing page that is intended to serve a specific purchase, such as enabling an immediate transaction, providing additional information about an offering, and capturing personal information from a customer so that the marketer can better customize subsequent communications. Context refers to the overall layout, design, and aesthetic appeal of a site. Broadband and high-speed internet has led to more graphics, video, and interesting design features that make the website more appealing. The perennial challenge for web designers is balancing the aesthetic appeal of high graphic content with the download time for graphics and other complex visual elements. The look and feel of the site must be consistent with the organization or product's overall brand image. Content. In the past, organizations have put their existing print materials on their website, and there was little in the way of the original web content. Today, organizations' websites incorporate a great deal of web-specific content. Organizations such as Costco and Target have specific web strategies that display products not available in stores, and many organizations such as The Gap offer web-exclusive deals on products. A key advantage of a web-based strategy is the opportunity to create a community of users or visitors to this site. The ability to create a unique individual experience with a company's websites adds great value to the customer interface. Customers appreciate and expect customization of their website experiences. Simple customization includes the ability to turn off the sound to the site and reduce the graphic interface, or more customized websites enable customers to choose the content and context. Right? Have you ever opted into sharing your location, and then when you go to a retailer's website, it automatically detects which is the closest retail location to your current location? That's an example of this increased customization that marketers are now taking advantage of. Websites allow organizations to communicate with customers in three ways. First, companies communicate to customers to send visitors to the website one-on-one through email, or interested visitors communicate directly with the company through customer service requests, or even companies can use instant messaging for customer service and sales inquiries. This kind of connectivity greatly expands the usefulness of the site to the user. The number of products purchased online has grown dramatically, and web designers note that creating a simple, easy to understand, and secure purchase experience is successful for success in online commerce. The old adage that you want to be the first page of a list of search results is absolutely true. Most, if not all, digital communication options we've discussed so far have implications for an organization's SEO efforts. This is when any website, a blog post, any type of media that's associated with the brand is appearing within the top 10 results. And this is excluding the paid for content, but this is the organic, natural search results. Oftentimes, consumers trust this content more than the paid results, and this has a benefit of having the website displayed towards the top of the results, and that customers tend to view it as a more credible source, resulting in additional benefits to the organization and its brand beyond just a greater likelihood that the customer will click on it. And this concludes the chapter on promotion.